Hi everyone. Hi everyone. It's Empress Coco, the Divine Messenger, the Divine Downloader, here with a collective reading, okay? Now let's see what's in the collective's energy. Alright, everything is reshuffled. Collective's energy. Okay, collective's energy, talk to me. What is in collective's energy? Let's talk together. What's in collective's energy? Collective's energy, talk to me. Collective's energy, talk to me. Collective's energy, talk to me. What's in collective's energy? Talk to me. What's in collective's energy? Talk to me. Okay. I don't know. Collective's energy, talk to me. What's in the collective's energy? What's in the collective's energy? What's in the collective's energy? Okay. Collective energy. Collective's energy. What's in collective's energy? Talk to me. Not twice. So New Mexico came out, but it was trying to come out twice. And third time, we already have New Mexico on the board, so it's definitely something significant about that. Alright, this deck may be too big. Let's split it. Collective's energy, talk to me. What's in collective's energy? Ooh, collective's energy. Wow, okay. Collective's energy, talk to me. Okay. One more. Collective's energy, talk to me. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Child, I almost knocked y'all over. Collective's energy, talk to me. What's in collective's energy? What's in collective energy? Okay. Done. Alright. So collective. Alright. So at the top of the deck is Mary Jane healing. So maybe this person thinks that someone in your energy thinks that Mary Jane is going to heal them. Okay. So there's a nerd here. Okay. In your energy who is not so spiritual. Okay. Someone could be from New Mexico, New Jersey, Montana, or something is significant about those states. So if they're not from it, maybe you guys visited, maybe you stopped in it, maybe you guys met there, maybe you guys vacation or something. Something significant, maybe someone's born here, someone's family, anything significant, okay? So it's something about 2020 here that is significant. Baltimore is also here on the board. Baltimore, excuse me, y'all. Maybe something about drugs. Jugs, 2020 Baltimore. Someone here has glasses. Someone here is emotional. Someone here thinks you're talking to other people. Something was significant about too much arguing. That was next to Baltimore. So maybe something about Baltimore, there was too much arguing going on. Someone has the initial A. Okay. Something about someone is a breadcrumber. Someone's trapped. Someone's greedy, stingy, and broke. And someone's not so lucky, they feel like. Someone here needs to release baggage because they're grieving. Okay? Now let's get started with this reading. That is the energy for this reading. That's the energy, well, that's what's in your energy collective. Let's get started. Talk to me. What's in the collective's energy? What's in the collective's energy? Someone has a false heart. Someone's not stable right now. Something isn't so divine. And energy is pretty dark. Someone needs to evolve. Okay. Yeah, okay, so you and this person who's in your energy, y'all wasn't so divine, okay? Y'all weren't stable. You know, someone here could have led with a false heart, maybe led someone on here. So maybe you led someone on or someone led you on, but it wasn't divine. Y'all didn't fill each other's cups up. Y'all didn't pour into each other's cups. Y'all weren't meant to either. So you guys started off pretty friendly. So you guys maybe started off as friends. Someone was honorable, so it doesn't matter about gender, but if it's feminine energy, definitely honorable. Okay. Definitely honorable, but the man, whoever, you know, your other person wasn't. So if this is, whether or not you're a man or woman, whatever, take it how it resonates. The other person wasn't very honorable at all. Okay. The other person did not have, did not have the gift to go within and see. They weren't aware. Okay. Their fear, they were so afraid. They were afraid of you and your power and your light, your strength, your ability. So it's like someone was pretty much more so afraid of you and intimidated. But I wonder why. I feel like someone resided in the dark a little bit. They would rather have been in the dark. Maybe when you guys also met, this person didn't have the best work ethic. They didn't have a job, or didn't have great ambition, or they were ambitious, and they depended on you a lot. They were afraid of even being a certain person for you. Because they wanted to make it seem like they were capable of being stable or have power and they could protect you. Okay? They pretty much had a false heart that like they felt like they could be that, and they also wanted you to see them as that. Okay? like they have like they have mental health issues, so they really wanted themselves to seem like they were on the up and up and that they were okay, but in reality they were suffering and they had a lot of mental health issues. Okay, they were sick. Okay, literally, mentally. Because they had experienced pain and loss, but they didn't understand the the importance of it, the lesson of it, why, or like they didn't reflect the creator's like reaction to things, if that makes sense. Like, okay, no, that's not a good way to put it. More so, they did not have a great understanding of a cycle of suffering, pain, grief, right? And love, forgiveness, transforming, okay? Talk to me about the collective energy. Yes, this person didn't have the ability to reflect. This person is going through the dark night of the soul, okay? They need to face their shadow self, and it seems like they've been doing this for a while. And that's what that suffering and pain was when they probably met you. That they were already going through cycles, and you were maybe sent to them to help push them, and help guide them. But they created problems more so than solved them. Okay, they have to face their inner truth. They have to face their shadow self. They have to see themselves, like the true nature of themselves. They have to face the truth. There's no way around it. But they're a drama queen. They're very emotional. They're very like, they overreact. They're always thirsty for some type of like attention. Cry out for help. They like to create problems just because they like to play the victim. Okay. This person keeps looking at back on the good times that you guys had. This person is very much feeling nostalgia. It could just be like the season changing and things of that nature. This person is like constantly triggered about something. They're trying to telepathically communicate with you, but there's illusions with it because this person's like a liar. Collective, like this person is a liar. This person is not being honest about how they feel. This person is keeping things inside, and they're not actually sitting there reflecting. Okay, they're not reflecting. Okay, and this could be a part of their shadow self, but they don't probably see that or understand it. But they are sending you, they're trying to basically send you like, they're trying to communicate with you. Because maybe they feel like in the physical, if they try to communicate to you, they know that you already know that what they're about to say is bullshit. So they're trying to telepathically communicate to you so that you could fall for the illusions, so that they're like infiltrating your mind space. But you're completely done. You're completely done with this person you've been for a while. They have to learn their lessons, and then they can actually level up. Okay, they're in the space that they're in. They're unemployed. They don't have shit. They're not on top of their throne for a reason, because they're not learning the lessons. So they have to literally learn these lessons. They have to do the work. Okay, because they need to ascend. They're supposed to ascend. Okay, they have to ascend. Okay, but you, collective, I'm also getting to that you moved on from this. You let this cycle end. You learned your lesson, and so now you're ascending, and you are entering a new phase in your life, a new chapter. You are preparing for your divine union because you basically have done the work. Okay. Talk to me. the dark night of the soul energy. They're not putting in the effort to really like see, self-reflect. They're not even putting in the effort to see how they can level up spiritually, level up, just period, like be a better person. Excuse me. They're not doing the work to even like right their wrongs. It's almost as if they'd rather not succeed and they'd rather not achieve, and they think that they could just be handed to them and that they don't have to work for it. They feel like they feel like when they act like when they're overly emotional, like they were a drama queen about you guys ending, but like every time like maybe when you even tried to end the cycle with this person really like created problems and overreacted and acted like a drama queen, knowing damn well that you deserve to move on, because they felt like they needed your energy to help them heal, but they didn't use this positively. Like for instance, this could have been even for them to kind of like do the work, for them to heal, for them to focus on themselves, but they pretty much clinged onto you, so they were codependent on your energy to heal and manifest, and like just pretty much like they needed you in order to go after something. Like they just needed your good omen, your vision, your faith, your love, your like they act like you belonged to them. Hold on, you guys. So now they're like trapped in their head over the memories, over the things that you guys shared, but they're trying to also trap you in your head. Like they want you to be confused so that you can keep going back to this person. Okay, they're trying to infiltrate your mind space, things like that, like, you know, just to fuck with your head, just that you can have memories of them in the past and go back to it. Though you're not the same person, you conquered your shadow self, so why would you go back to in the past? Because maybe you didn't conquer your shadow self at the time. Maybe you had a lot of work to do, because maybe that's what bonded you two together, is your shadow selves. They want to remain hidden. They want their emotions to remain hidden. Okay, yeah, they want to reunite with you. Okay, they feel like you made them stable. Okay, you did the work. They're trying to also get you to not come in contact with your twin flame, though you are destined for this union because you have done the work. You have ascended. You have ascended, so you deserve to be with your counterpart. But they feel like they should have been there, but they didn't do the work. Although they probably had a chance to be your counterpart, right, at one point. So they always continuously start arguments with you, try to knock you off. Whoa, too much, okay? And that's not cool. They try to knock you off of your balance, okay? And though they're going through some unemployment issues and things like that, they're not really telling you the truth about what's really going on. They're very much lying to you about what's going on when it comes to maybe like finances or something about job or something about unemployment or something. Don't know, work. Just their ambition. They need some type of. They need your push, your words, or your pat on the back. Like they need you to do these things for them. And if they don't, they try to pretty much imbalance your energy, because if like they can't get your help physically, they definitely want your help spiritually. So it's something about when they create conflict with you and they're aggressive towards you, they expect you to react negatively. But you have already learned that that's not how you need to react to anything, because you know that you need to remain balanced. It's something done. Okay, so it seems like too, like your Emperor is hearing your energy as well, collective, and your Emperor is definitely done with cycles too. So you both have completed the cycles, and you both are now, like, you and your twin flame, your actual true twin flame, you might have already come in contact with them, or they might be coming. They're on their way because you have ascended, because you have done the work, because you have now evolved spiritually. You have a chance now to go after to pretty much begin this new chapter with tradition, belief, higher learning, higher understanding, empire, legacy. Yeah, it's so balanced. You both give and receive. You both give to each other equally. It's fair. You both show tremendous gratitude for each other and the creator. You guys support each other. You guys share. This person did not want you to experience this, and they were never going to give you this themselves. They could have even lied to you about being on the same belief system, like the same path as you, understanding. They want to even take your passion and your confidence about this relationship. They wanted to create so many illusions for you so that you wouldn't come into contact with your twin flame. But you and your twin flame are destined together. You guys deserve everything together. Okay? Screenshot. Okay? You had to leave everything behind. You knew that there was so much to look forward to. Okay? This person, your person is reliable. Your person comes with security. Your person, they're stable, they're protective, they're a provider. They're a great parent. And that's why this new love is everything. That's why this is an emotional awakening. This is a part of your awakening, your transformation, that your intuition and your spirituality, like your connection, okay, so your intuition is telling you this is definitely the spiritual relationship, love, connection that you have longed for. This is definitely heaven sent. This is definitely divine, okay? And it's coming in quick. It came in quick, but it took some time for you guys to build, because you both had to end something. You both had to transition, and you both had to go through these changes. So you both had to say completely goodbye to your old relationships in order to come together. So this was definitely fate. This was inevitable. Collective energy. You guys, when you met, it was just so simple. It was a small little thing. You guys, went on dates. You guys had conversations. You guys talked about trauma, triggers, your past. You guys talked about wounds. You guys had very much a very, very deep spiritual connection. And this is what is trapping this person, because this person feels like, wow, maybe you abandoned them, so they're triggered. And now, and I'm talking about your ex. So I could definitely tell that there's a karmic ex here, and there's a twin flame here. And your karmic ex is definitely triggered. You have triggered for them to heal their childhood wounds, because their childhood wound is screaming right now. Their inner child is screaming right now about abandonment issues. Their mental health. Remember, they have mental health issues. So it's like maybe they're finally seeing why they even have mental health issues. Like, you're helping this person awaken, but this person feels like you are like killing them, literally. They don't want to see the truth, but the truth is being revealed regardless, because the universe said it's time. This person trapped you. If you guys have kids together, this person definitely trapped you for a reason, so that they can continue to have access to you always, and that you basically thinking that you would never leave them because you were completely dependent on them, and that was not true. They had children with you for the wrong reasons, okay? They want you to reconsider things with them. They want you to reconsider having a child with them or something like that. They want you to give them a second chance on a union, on a relationship or something. And they're like watching you closely. They cannot get enough of you. And they're manipulating it. So they're manipulating your relationship, your union, gossiping about every little thing that's going on. Because they're sad. All because they're sad that even like you guys are karmics, their energy still reflects onto you. You can still feel their energy. You can still feel, you're so intuitive that you know exactly what's going on, okay? And so does your twin flame. Your twin flame feels all of this energy because you guys are too connected. Obviously, this person definitely is sad. This karmic ex is so sad that you are with your true twin flame. You and your twin flame need to pray a lot more, okay? Because this person, this ex, is fired up. This ex is mad and definitely wants revenge, okay? And they're trying to do this through sex magic, maybe. So while you and your person have sex, they're trying to go ahead and siphon off our energy, manipulate our energy. Yeah, they're hungry. They are very much hungry, and they want you. They want you. Injustice is here. Spiritual divorce is here because it had to end to the point where this person is not going to leave your energy and they're not going to leave you alone. So the universe is definitely forcing them to have to be removed from your energy. Okay, they need to go to spiritual court. Okay, they have to show up for spiritual court. They have to go through the pain. Doesn't matter how hard it gets, they have to go through the pain. You are very inspirational. You and your spiritual connection, like your connection with the creator, source, so inspiring. They almost want it to be you. They don't want you to cut them off. They want to feel like they want to prove to you that they're needed by begging, negotiating, creating some type of contractual terms to whatever it is you need to say no. They're stalking your social media. They want to see who you're dating at all times. They want to keep tabs on you at all times. Okay? And they're hiding in your energy, thinking that you wouldn't see or know. But you're so intuitive that you know that this person's in your energy. And they're trying to make it seem like what you're going through is the same thing that you went through with them, and that you're probably better off with them, collective, which is crazy. As if they can offer you a better commitment, but they just want to get back at you. They're revengeful. They just want to hurt you. They want to do something about your environment, change it, or they wanted to do something, shake up your environment, manipulate your environment so that you could spin the block and go back to them. They felt like you're a life partner, that what you guys had was spiritual, which it very much was. They just did not see it in time. They felt like they needed time, but time is of the essence. So they missed their time. They missed their opportunity. They wanted to be risky, have fun, and they wanted to do things that just wasn't a part of a commitment, especially for somebody who's divine, right? They're jealous. They're jealous. And this is what is to come, whether it's in a few days, few weeks, few months. They're not going to speak to you. You're not going to hear from them for a while. And I feel like you shouldn't even reach out to them. They need to take some time and figure out and see things for themselves and figure out what's really going on, and they need to heal. They want you to chase them down. That's not your job. Do not go out of your way, collective. Do not. I'm hearing do not. That'll be just like a mistake. It would be basically pulling your energy to them. I'm trying to stop you from starting a family, but it's meant to be. You are meant to start a family. You're not supposed to show anything about your feelings to this person because this person's very immature. And they're doing witchcraft, so they're doing witchcraft to stop you from trying to start a new home, family. Okay. They're two-faced. They don't mean what they say and they don't say what they mean. So when they say something, it's the complete opposite. They're like stuck in the past. They're stuck in the past. They're gonna call you. They're gonna tell you how you're the only person that made them feel anything, and that you're the only person that loved them and got them to do something. But it's something about, this is just final. You can't look back, and you need to like dismiss this energy. Don't argue. Okay? You don't even need to read between the lines. Everything is pretty much being revealed right before you. This person wants your adrenaline to be at peak so they can siphon it. They want you to be in an emotional uproar. Don't let shit get you out of character. Hang up if anything. Don't answer the phone though. But if you do, hang up. They're going to try to tell you and confess something to you about what they did in the past so that you could get out of character a little bit. Trying to put you through a humiliation ritual or something. Something about that. And then they're going to go ghost so that you have to deal with the feelings or something. And they're going to try to convince you to have sex with them or something like that. But your spirit guides are about to put them on a leash and prevent them from doing anything. They will not be able to do anything anymore because what they keep doing is they keep fucking with you, and you're not someone to be fucked with. You're too close to the source. This person's toxic and they have to deal with their emotions. Things are gonna just keep going up for you. You and your twin flame are protected, but the illusions will always remain because someone's there. This karmic ex of yours is just, they're in denial. Okay, they're very much in denial. And now this is when you and your twin flame take off. Now is when this person gets left in the dust. Now is when this person's about to be locked up spiritually. And now is when you just focus on you and your twin flame and your connection, your spiritual union, your home, your life, everything. All right, collective, this was your reading today. It's Empress Coco. Peace.